A promise was made long before you were born. It was a promise made between us, we the people, and the United States government. Simply stating, it says if we pay the government taxes, and in return, they would give us things to make our lives better for those tax dollars. When you pay money and don't receive anything in return after a promise, that's called a con. Not only has the United States government conned the American people out of their hard-earned money, but they're openly rubbing it in our faces with stories like these daily. No president in the history of America has broken that promise more than Donald John Trump, aka the Republican con king. These are their crimes.
Now, I got to tell you, Barbara McQuade has written one of the single best books that has been written by anyone, anywhere, about the way Trumpism works. You know how people who, like you see on TV, write books all the time and most of the books aren't that good? This is not a TV book. This is a real book. It's really good. She writes about the costs that Trumpism is extracting from us as a country, and she writes about how to fix it. Honestly, I gotta tell you, I have read a million books on this subject. Barbara McQuade's book is better than 99.9% of them. It is impeccably researched. It's with like 1,600 plus footnotes to prove it. It is thorough and incisive. It's very, very well written. And, you know, she's not only observing what's going on and cataloging all of it, including a whole bunch of stuff that I had forgotten about. She's also done the reading, right? She's done her homework to be able to synthesize in really direct terms what it means. And so, you know, as I'm sure you know, there's a lot of books about Trump's bad behavior in office. And there are also a lot of books, particularly a lot of academic books, about how authoritarianism works and how resistance to authoritarianism can work. Barbara McQuade's book is the first book I have read that does a best-in-class job at combining both of those things. And she adds something totally new to it. She calls on her experience as a really accomplished federal prosecutor to paint a picture of this particular variety of authoritarian governance as something that is that doesn't really have much of an ideology. It's like less ideological, less political even, and more just like crime. She makes a case that specifically Trump's form of governance is a lot like organized crime, where there's a boss and there's crime, and everybody kicks up to the boss as part of their crimes, and there's a whole territory full of civilians out there who are basically just there to be stolen from and extorted and intimidated and otherwise victimized.